Amar.
I'm Django.
And this is the Need to Know. So guys, today we have a wonderful guest. Introduce yourself.
My name is Django. I'm from Far Rock. Okay, I shoot videos. I suck at self-introductions.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
So today guys, we're gonna be talking about a wonderful spicy little topic. We had to really get this one going, so we're talking about exes in a relationship. So let's start with, you guys have an ex that's constantly popping back up in a relationship that you're in now?
Oh, is this for both of us?
Yeah. Like basically I should be like this, but it's both for you guys.
Okay, cool.
Currently,
Shamar, you can take this one.
currently, nah, I'm not. I mean, there's still exes of mine I'm still cool with, but as far as like relationship wise, I don't think they stepped the boundary of, trying to intervene with the relationship I'd be in.
So you're in a relationship now?
No, I'm single, so I'm still cool with my exes, but like there's no relationship for them to be, stepping over any of this stuff.
No, my ex does not intervene on any of my current relationships.
Okay.
So you're in a relationship?
No, I'm not. But I was in a hot girl summer, and that's why I'm so glad it's getting cold. So that hot girl summer thing is over. Now
you can get to where you want to get.
Now I have to find my wife.
Okay, so how do you guys feel about exes just being around while you're trying to currently go into something else?
I think it depends on the situation. Like if I'm trying to move on and I wouldn't want them around, like I kind of hate when they linger on. But then again, I tell them up front, like, where I'm at or where my head is. Depending on the situation, like sometimes I'm cool with them, sometimes it wasn't like such a bad breakup. It's just more like, say for example, she moved to a different state, so we're still close friends. It's like, all right, I won't necessarily like cut you off, but when it's time to move on, I think it's time to kind of like push you away. Not in a bad way, but just, I don't want my future relationships getting messed up because of my past. If that makes sense.
So it's happened before?
Yeah, one time.
Are we allowed to like ask the story on here?
If you want to know.
I look, you want to know.
If you want to share.
Yeah, so pretty much I was talking to somebody. It wasn't a new relationship I was in. I was more like dating someone. So it was another relationship. I was talking to somebody, and the person who happened to be my ex, we were still cool at the time, but then the girl started seeing like text messages, and then she kind of got, I don't want to say jealous because she probably watched the show and it's gonna get tight, but she started thinking that we were still messing around when in actuality we was just friends. Like it was just casual talking to it. It wasn't even like I was flirting or sending heart emojis. It was just like, hey, what's up? What you doing today? Like I was like, but that girl was crazy. She got mad. We stopped dating. I cut it off because I was like clearly a psychopath. So.
Wow.
But you can't be friends with an ex, right?
You can't be friends with an ex.
I think
You can like.
Not if you're trying to pursue a different relationship and they know it.
It depends if that you and that person have like boundaries with each other. Like if you guys was like, oh we're friends. This is where our boundaries. This is where we stay in each other's lives. And if they don't cross your boundaries and I don't cross yours, then I feel like you guys could be friends. I don't really think that you should just be like, oh, you're a dub. Like if you guys could be friends, you should. I don't think everything should be a bad vibe.
It shouldn't. I personally try to keep all the like no bad vibes at all. Like even, what was the question again?
How do you feel about?
I'm trying to answer it.
I forgot, but it was like, how do you feel about your exes? Like, how do you feel about your exes being around when you basically trying to pursue somebody else?
I feel like, boundaries. The boundaries, cause like me and Daphne are still cool, but like we know like there's no relationship anymore. So like boundaries.
I feel like boundaries is like the biggest thing. Like, oh, I know what you want, you know what I want. Okay, just spot cross it. Like, a lot of people cross boundaries, but some people are just not it. So I'm not sharing today, guys. Just so you guys know. So
I feel like you want to though.
But it's like everybody knows about my story. Like I share like every time there's something about like we do exes, like they I kind of shared that story. So that's why I'm like, I could not talk this time. So I said about, so what are the boundaries that you guys have? If you would have them or if you have them already.
In that situation, it's not like I told my ex, like, that, no, actually, I told my ex that I'm like dating somebody and he was like, all right, cool. Like, I think my exes kind of understand, like, once we break up, that it's not gonna happen again. I mean, it quite possibly can, but like the boundaries I set, like I let you know from jump, like, oh, if it, let's say it was a bad breakup, like, I don't even think I have to tell you that, you know, it's not happening again. But if it's a good breakup, like, I'll say, oh, you know, like once I have my time to like heal or like move from past the situation, I'm like, oh, you know, I think we're good as friends, like, I think we should, you know, if we want to hang out, we can hang out. It's just, we won't be able to, you know, go past the friendship boundaries anymore. So I think, like, people kind of understand, like, once the relationship ends, that, you know, if it's a friendship, it's just going to be a friendship.
Wait, hang out? You can still hang out with them?
Yeah. Like, if we go out to grab a drink or if there's an event, yeah, we'll go. But that's really about it. It's not, like, we don't do anything past that. And it's not like I'm hanging out with honestly, no, okay. It's not like I'm hanging out with them like every day or every week. Nah, it's like a once in a blue moon kind of thing. Like, oh, like there's an event.
Because you guys have mutual friends.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's an event. Like, oh yeah, I was going to that too. It's like, all right, cool, I'll see you there. And then we hang out at the event. It's not like I'm initiating going on like a date or hanging out with you. It's just more like, you know, I was gonna invite you to this. You know, I thought it'd be nice.
So that it's not weird once you guys are there. Like now, you know, you had all this attraction before, and now you're just like, you know, there's space now.
Yeah, I think that depends on like the time that you take away from that person. Like once the breakup happens, if you go like a week later, obviously the feelings is still gonna be there because it's fresh. But if after like, I want to say like 6 months, maybe a year passes, I don't think you'll.
Nah, breakups take time.
Yeah, it takes time, but I think it all depends on the person. Like, if you're the type of person who's going very fast, then you'll be alright. But for me, like, especially with my exes, like, I'm not a long-lasting kind of guy. My relationships are very limp. Like, the longest I've ever had was like a year. So, usually, yeah, the breakup would be hard, but after a while, I just be like, I'm chilling. And then seeing them again, it doesn't bring up the same feelings as it did before because so much time has passed. And I've already healed and...
Sorry, I have a question. That's why I'm like, continue.
Oh yeah. Like I already healed and have my
Sorry, I
closure
just have
and
a question.
everything.
That
So,
sounded spicy.
Nah, because I just have a question. Because it's like, sorry.
no.
Okay, because you know me already, but feelings and attraction, two very different things. So tell me when your feelings are away and tell me when your attraction is away.
Like you could be attracted to somebody, but not...
Like your feelings are different.
Like attraction only lasts for so long, I guess.
No, sorry. Attraction, okay, for example, your attraction to somebody is like, okay, when you see them, what like makes you want them, you know, physically and also mentally, you know, like you want somebody for a reason. After you break up with them, that attraction might continue to be there even years later. Your feelings for them would always decrease. It can either decrease or increase depending on, you know, the person, how you guys broke up, what you guys did together. That's what I'm saying, like, you know, your attraction to somebody is very different than your feelings for them. And you know that I know this, so that's what I'm like, we're not gonna talk about this for though. So.
Oh, like the
Yes, it's for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, like, damn,
No, when, just tell me when.
Wait, what was the question?
When does your attraction leave and when does your
Your feelings leave.
yes, your feelings leave. I'm like, what am I saying?
Oh.
You can use a current one. A current.
Yeah, I don't think, cause I think like we grow up, so like what attracted you to them before doesn't attract you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but like I think like you're feeling, you still feel some type of way to it. Like I don't know, like
So when
either you hate them, like and that feeling of resentment comes up. So like when you see them, it's like, oh, like I remember all this and that, and you start remembering, and then it just builds up to hate. Or you're like, if y'all left on good terms, then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, we can be cool, and That's where you can be like friends with them at.
But when does that hate die?
The hate dies when you move on. Cause like you're holding the hate, not them. So like you literally have to move on.
Do you think it dies before that?
Like in the relationship?
You know, before like you move on?
Can the hate die before you move on? No, cause you have to move on to stop hating.
No, do you know like how you get over hate though?
How to get over hate? You move on.
No.
So you know the answer?
Yeah.
And this is not the right answer.
He knows the answer.
But this is the right answer.
No, tell Shamar, tell me what the answer is. Tell me what the answer is.
Alright, so if I may be wrong, I might, but I think this refers back to the episode we did of like the steps to getting over an ex. I think in the middle of hate, like I think you could like stop hating somebody before moving on. I think you just have to sort of
like mentally moving on. Like
Yes, and what's the answer, Shamar? Like, tell me what the answer is.
I think
Tell me, because if you get this wrong, I'm gonna cry. Tell me what the answer is. I tell Gabby this all the time.
And it's recorded.
yeah. Oh shit. Is it forgiveness?
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, you gotta forgive them. I had it in my head, but I'm like, is forgiveness the right answer?
It's forgiveness. Yes.
Forgive.
You can't move on from somebody without forgiving them for the faults that they did, that you think that they did to you, or that you know that they did to you, or they did to you. Like, you can't move on if you don't forgive them. Because it's not for them, it's for you. What's the time that you...
The time I let go of attraction. I say attraction is very hard to do. Like it takes very long. But like Django said, you know, as you grow up, things that used to attract you doesn't anymore. So I guess for my recent one, we wasn't together. It wasn't a relationship. We were talking.
Situationship.
Yeah, it was situationship. So, yeah.
Oh, weird.
You got cooked.
Let me see. I did catch feelings. I think it was going somewhere. I think the feelings ended, I want to say like a week after we stopped.
But do feelings really go away, bro? Like if you see her again, it's not, you still gonna feel something.
Nah. Like I saw her afterwards, like after we broke up, like weeks later.
For your birthday?
Huh?
For your birthday?
No. My birthday was when we stopped.
I'm dead.
Weeks after. Yeah, I saw her.
What?
Weeks after I saw her and like I wasn't necessarily attracted anymore. Like obviously she's pretty, she's always gonna be pretty, but I think the feelings ended like after a week of me taking time off from like not seeing her. And I think that's because like when we was talking, when we was together, like I was seeing her like every other day, like every week. So obviously the feelings was always gonna be there. I think once I like for the first time took a whole week without seeing her, without texting her, without going on Instagram or anything, like I think I became so busy with like myself, with editing, with going to school, with like concentrating on a lot of other things that by the time I saw her again, it was like, oh, like not that I forgot about you, but like you wasn't in my head so much. So now that I see you, it's like, oh,
how you doing?
Like what's up? Yeah, like the feelings just it scattered away over time. It's not like I said, all right, I'm done with you. Like I'm like forget it. So
why'd you guys break up? I mean,
yeah, it was.
You can't really break out of the situation. So like,
right. It was more kind of what she wanted that I wasn't necessarily giving her.
What she want?
I can't say that.
She wanted she wanted commitment and you wanted commitment?
Nah. She wanted.
Oh, she watches herself. Okay.
Nah, I mean, even if she does, it's fine. But I believe that she wanted like a more aggressive, grindy kind of guy. And like for me,
oh yeah,
I was willing.
Like gonna work.
Yeah, it was like I'm willing to change. Like I'm willing to do that, but like I felt like in the middle of me trying to do that, I was gonna lose myself in a sense because that's not really me.
What?
So
she wanted you to be a hood guy?
Not hood. It's just more like like rough up. Because you know how some girls, they like that whole rough kind of aggressive.
So she wanted you to stand up for yourself.
Not necessarily, but I mean, I was doing that regardless. But just more like, if she's saying something stupid, like curse her out or some shit. For me, I was willing to change and try to do that, but then I felt like in the middle of me trying to go that route, like it just wasn't.
Not you.
It's not me. Yeah, like I'm gonna have to keep up something that's not me all the time. And it's just eventually it's gonna die out. I'm gonna get tired of it, and we was gonna break up far worse than how we did now. So.
How do you feel about her ex trying to find his way back?
That shit.
Wow.
I don't know, low key, it's annoying.
Wait, what you mean her ex?
Like her ex trying to come back. Like,
Oh, if I'm in a relationship.
yeah, and her ex is
okay.
trying to come back.
Like if you're in a relationship with a girl and her ex,
Trying to push herself in, you know.
he's like flirting with her.
That's low key scary because like sometimes you can be that guy trying to get your girl back, but she already in a different relationship.
Yeah.
So then you could be that ex trying to get your girl back. So like,
Yeah, it's flippy.
But how do you feel about it when it's done to you? And then you can tell me how you feel about it when you're trying to do it to her.
I mean, you really gotta trust like who you with because like that's gonna. I mean, most likely we're a lot older. We're not the first people anybody's been with. You gotta assume everybody's been with somebody.
This day and age and stage of our lives.
Yeah, like we're not 16 no more. So you automatically assume somebody has an ex. So like that's a good conversation to have. Like, hey, where is he now? Yeah, y'all still talk? You know, like are y'all still friends?
Why the quotation marks?
Y'all friends? Like y'all hang out? Like Shamar he's going out with his ex. Where y'all go? Y'all go to the movies? They go to events.
Nah, like
So see,
I would probably go to an event in a movie.
but like now if he's getting in a new relationship, they gonna be like he's like yeah I was with my ex.
nah, but
That's where boundaries come in.
Yeah, but I like when I'm in a new relationship and like
You gotta cut that out.
I go out with my obviously it'll die down a little, but I don't necessarily go to my partner.
You don't dive all the way.
Nah, I mean like I don't. But like that's what it goes back to what you said. Like I feel like my partner should trust me enough to not do anything with my ex. Like if I'm telling you, first of all, if I'm telling you from the jump that I'm going out with my ex, like that shows that like why should you not trust me because I'm already telling you what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I feel if you can't trust me to go out with people and not do anything stupid, then why are we together? So I don't know. For me, I feel like, and on top of that, I would never tell my girl. I mean, I would tell my girl, but like I wouldn't put it in terms of like, oh yeah, I went out with my ex yesterday. I'd be like, nah, I went out with so and so. Like, oh, who's that? Like, oh yeah, you know, I used to go out with her, blah blah blah. And then if it becomes a problem, it's like. But I don't know. I feel like I understand.
How can that not be a problem?
Nah, I understand
I
your
can't.
point.
She's over here boiling inside.
Nah, I know the answer, but like I understand where you're coming from. I can see why. I guess why it's a problem, but at the same time, it's like why don't you trust me though? Like I think it goes deeper than just me being with my ex.
Why do you want to hang out with your ex?
It's not I want to hang out with my ex. It's just like either I'm at an event and they happen to be there. I'm like, oh, what's up? How you doing? I was like, blah blah blah. Or it could be like, yo, before we were boyfriend girlfriend, we was mad cool. We was best friends, or we was like really close friends. So we can't just go out to a movie. Not even a movie. We can't just go out to bowl, or we can't play mini golf or something. Like it don't like not everything has to be a relationship, boyfriend girlfriend kind of thing. It can just be friendships, bro.
This is why we're partners because it's like he's saying everything that I want to say.
It's like, bro, it don't like why everything like just come with a girl, it automatically gotta be either my ex or I'm trying to smash her. Like, nah, bro, like I'm with Serena all the time. Literally, like, we really be like after the show we be talking shit. Like it be regular shit. Like I've never done anything, bro.
I don't be getting it. Like people's crazy.
Hey, bro, like so what's my ex? So what? We dated like when we was 15 in high school.
Y'all dated before?
Nah, I'm saying like as an example, like if I dated girls when I was 15 and now we're like 26, it's like, yeah. I'm at
Like
a party.
yo, I was 15. Like I wasn't even like.
I wasn't even thinking like that.
I wasn't even fully developed.
Yeah.
People are crazy. It's cool.
But nah, I like on the other side, I do understand. Like I can see why people, feel. I don't want to say insecure, but like their trust level is like, I do trust you, but I do feel at the same time your ex might try something. So, but I feel that's not up to the person. I can't control what my ex does. Like, so if they're coming on to me, you should trust me enough to be like, nah, I'm not doing that with you. I have a girl, or in a girl's case, I have a man. So, I think it all comes down to trust.
Trust and boundaries.
So you believe that you can just go hang out with your ex two-way in a relationship?
I mean, if you did watch a couple episodes, I'm friends with my ex. Like one of them, I've been friends with him since I was like 13.
So just go hang out?
Huh?
So just go like play mini golf and go bowling and.
Usually, like he's a DJ, so usually like I go to like whatever he does, but not all the time. We hang out when we hang out. He invites me to stuff. No, but it's like I'm kind of open about it. Like my man knows like he doesn't like him, but he can't do nothing about it.
And you got a man.
Yeah.
And you're going out to drink with your ex.
And he knows about it. Like.
But he's soft.
What?
So that goes back to what Shamal. So
right, but it's about trust. It's about trust and boundaries, though. Like.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you might not like something, but it's like it doesn't mean you shouldn't trust me and you shouldn't like allow me to do things. Like, you know, me and my ex have like we've developed boundaries. Like we've been in a relationship more than once. Like we've been together more than once. So it's not like, you know, it's like us as a relationship is not it. Like we just shouldn't be in a relationship together. So we've developed a friendship. Like even like when he's been with other girls and I've been with other guys, like we've always been friends. Like it's just that's what we developed. We developed a friendship. You know, you develop a friendship when you develop a relationship with somebody. It's just which one weighs more. It's like I tell people all the time, like just because you have sex with somebody doesn't mean you shouldn't be their friend. Like who fucking cares? Like see everybody naked. If you haven't seen a fucking vagina or a dick, like I'm pretty sure you've seen one before. Like it's like it doesn't make any sense. That's how I see about it. I'm very open-minded to things, so. Like, it's more of like, if you tell me and I know, and I tell you and you know, like, instead of us beating around the bush, like, then we wouldn't have any problems.
Oh, that's why you trust and honesty then.
Right.
Communication.
Communication is key. Say that all the time.
The most important key.
Communication is key. Like, you can't get anywhere if you can't talk to each other. And with this person, I've, like, developed that. So it's like, if we argue about something, it's like, obviously we don't like something, it's just, you know, like we have to talk about it. We can't just be like, oh, like I don't like this, that's it. Like, why don't you like it? Like, tell me, like, how can I change it? If I can or can't, like, you know what I'm saying? My last question. Oh, you guys didn't answer about you guys.
What was that?
I thought it was you being the one trying to go to your ex.
Oh, while she's in a relationship?
Yeah.
It feels weird. Because you realize you're on the outside in. You're that creep that she's probably telling her new man about. She's like, oh yeah, my ex just texted me again. Cause like I've been on both sides. Right? I've been on the inside and I've been on the outside. Like as an ex, and so like having it come full circle, it's just like a very weird feeling. Like, hey, wow, like I'm the ex now, and I'm the creep texting my ex-girlfriend. It could be random, like whatever, like hey, how you doing, whatever. But like she's probably telling her new man, like, oh, my ex just texted me, because my ex used to do it all the time. Like her ex used to text her, right? And I would just be like, okay, right? And then I was on the other side, and I was just like, once I realized it, I was just like, that's crazy. Like it's just like one of the realization moments, like it just comes full circle. So it's just a weird feeling. I mean, it's gonna happen to everybody. It's gonna happen to you. It's gonna happen to you. And it's gonna happen to both of y'all.
I agree.
So
I think it's an annoying feeling, like when you're in a relationship with somebody and their ex is trying to get them back. It's like, bro, like, come on, tell me to stop. But at the same time, like,
no, you gotta put in more work.
Yeah. But I think it's like especially when you're the person trying to get your ex back within a relationship. I think it's low key for me. It's kind of fun because it's like, one, I kind of know who you are already, whereas the new guy trying to figure you out or he's getting to know you. So it's like I kind of know how to push his buttons. So like, if he fucks up, like that's my perfect game. Like, I don't know. It's fun, but at the same time, it is a lot more work on both sides. Like, especially if you're the guy that's dating a girl and then her ex trying to get her back. It's like, in a sense, now you're competing with this guy, even though she's like, nah, he's his ex. I'm with you. It's like, nah, but you're still kind of competing now. Like, nah.
you kind of, bro. That so when I first started dating Des, right? Like she got out of a relationship like 2 weeks before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like they were still talking or whatever, right? And so then we got in a relationship, and then she was still talking to her ex. So I was just like, yo, like she told me, she was like, listen, I'm still talking to my ex, right? And so I was just like, okay, right? Like it's only been like a week, so like I get it. So I was like, yo, I gotta put in more work. Being on the inside, I had a more reassuring feeling because like we were in a relationship. But then being on the outside, I was like, if that guy thought like me, I gotta put in more work because she's still talking to me, and it's over.
It gives you a different mindset once you've been through it, like, now you know.
So basically, so we won't really do the interview, but I want you to explain a little bit about yourself, just so like, because we're about to finish. But so basically, I want you to tell me when you started doing what you're doing. Don't say what you do first, so that they know, because we know, because we don't.
All right, I'm gonna tell you the story. So my name is Django, right? I just quit my job like 2 months ago in July. I was a probation officer. I had a gun, had a badge. I was an officer of the law. That's what I went to school for. And then in July, I got an opportunity to go to Paris. So like throughout the year, I was already taking a lot of time off, like from my job, like to do shoots. Cause I was part time at Blue Magazine, and like stuff would just come up, like while I'm at work. Like, oh, Jane, we need you down here. Like, Jacquees is here, right? And like, Jacquees is like, he got like 4 million followers. He's like an artist. I listen to him. Like, oh, those are the moments where I was just like, yo, what do I really want to do? Do I really want to stay in my job? So I'd be like, boss, I'm sick. I would get out. I would use my sick time because on city city job, you got like city leave and all that stuff. That kept happening. Happened like 10 times, right? So I used up all my sick time, and then I was bringing in doctor's notes, right? For my time because I was sick. You understand, right? And then I had taken 2 trips to LA, and then my bosses, he was just coming at me. He was like, yo, like, people in their first year of getting a city job don't take vacation for like 3 years. Like, you've taken 2 trips to LA for like, and then the second time I took Spirit, so like it took like 3 days to get home. That's a wild trip. But anyway, I took like a month off, right? My first year working. And then head boss came to see me. She was like, listen, my real name is Anthony. So she was like, Anthony, you can't take any more time off for the next 5 months, right? Because you use up absolutely everything. Your sick time, your vacation time. My pops had died. I used whatever that leave is called. So I used up extra time on that too because I had a wedding to go to. So I just used up all my time. And then so I was like, okay, cool. For the next 5 months, if I really want this job, I just gotta come to work every single day. So I was like, okay, I can do that, right? The next week, Paris comes up. Like they hit me up. They was like, listen, we want to shoot a music video in Paris. Are you available? Right? They gave me the dates. I said yes. I said yes, and then so I was like, all right, now hang up the phone. So then for the next week, I'm sitting at my job every day. I'm like, yo, how do I get 3 days off? So I check my sick leave, 0. My vacation, 0. My every other leave was 0, 0. I had negative balance that whole time. So I was just like, I'm gonna have to quit, right? But I didn't want to quit because it's a city job. I'm like 25 years old, like at a city job. I was actually, my mom was proud of me, my pops was proud of me before he died. Like, you know, like to see like the city job. They put so much emphasis on the city job. So I was like, I don't know what to do. So the day before Paris came, I still didn't know what I was gonna do, right? My trip was booked, they was paying for everything. I had my ticket, and so so they called me down to HR. I asked my boss, I was like, listen, I need 3 more days. Like, I don't know how you're gonna do it, but I need 3 days, right? And he laughed at me. He started laughing at me because like, he's like, I don't think you really want this job. I was like, I do, because I need the bread and I wanted to be a probation officer. So he sent me down to HR, so I'm telling, so they were like, tell me what's going on. So I tell them, and they was like, no, there's nothing we can do for you. Like, you can either have your job, or we're gonna fire you when you get back because you have no time, and we warned you about this before, and the head boss already talked to you. So what do you want to do? So I was like, all right, give me a second. I went in the hallway. I was like, I prayed. I was like, I don't know what to do, but I think I'm gonna go to Paris. I mean, that's an easy decision for me anyway. But I did pray. So I was like, I already knew what I was gonna do when I said yes, but I had to, you know,
like reassure yourself, like this is really what I want.
Exactly. So I prayed. I was out there for like 10 minutes. I went back inside. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna quit, right? So I quit, and then I went right to the plane, and I went right to Paris. When I got back, it was like, it was just crazy, because like my mom was mad at me, my family was just like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you know, you had a good job, and so that's where I'm at right now.
But do you think that was like the right decision for you though?
Oh, it definitely was, because like it's like stuff has been picking up. Like I had opened up, like I tried to open up a store with one of my best friends. That didn't work out. I don't know if you have time to explain that story, but that didn't work out because money got in the way of our friendship. Like other stuff has just been happening. Like it's not even about the money right now. Like it's more like yeah. And I was thinking like I can be at this job for the next 20 years. Everybody there was there for like 20, 30 years. But then like
it's like, is that really what you want to do? Like it's something you want to do, but it's not something that like is what you really want to pursue.
I don't want to keep it.
Right.
Exactly. So yeah. So that's where I'm at right now.
So what do you have to say to people who want to do what you want to do?
You can't be lazy. Sunday actually we're throwing a skateboard contest. Like it's actually the biggest one we've ever thrown. We got a lot of money coming in. A lot of people are coming from Cali, from Florida to come to this contest. So I think that's a proud accomplishment of mine. You can't be lazy though. Like if you're gonna quit your job, you can't be sitting at home in the crib. You gotta go out and make it happen. Like no, literally get out of your house and make it happen. Cause like now you don't have a job. Now like nobody's telling you what to do. You have to get out of your house and go get it.
I agree.
All right, my name is Django. This is the Need to Know Show, September 22nd, 5 p.m. You guys can watch it there. It's been a great episode. We're gonna see y'all later.
All right, guys. So that was our wonderful guest, Django. Thank you, Django, for coming. You have any updates?
No, we don't have.
No, we don't have no updates. All right. So speaking of, matter of fact, we do got some updates. First of all, Serena's dropping a book soon.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Make sure to check that out when that comes out. The hoodies, we got hoodies coming. It's not here now.
They're red. Just so you know, if you guys want to buy one, they're red.
Yeah, like some people would hit me up asking me to get a shirt or a hoodie. So if y'all really want one,
let us know. We can place some orders for you guys. So.
Yeah. But until next episode, you guys can follow me on @we want more on Instagram and Twitter.
You can follow me at Read the Host on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you follow the Wonderful Shows page at TNTK Show on Instagram and Twitter, guys. Twitter. But as always, make sure you like, you comment, you share, subscribe. Bye, guys.